What's up, hungry homies? So, I guess I'm back. I keep saying I'm back on YouTube, I'm gone, I'm back, I'm gone. I'm back. So, starting off this new series, I guess you would call it. We'll call it another contest prep series. So, I am currently 4 weeks-ish out by the time this video comes out from the 2023 Wings of Strength Arizona Pro. So I did this show back in 2019, loved it. It's a great production, extremely well organized. Everything is great. The venue was great. I think it's a different venue this year, but everything was just so smooth and so nicely run. I love Arizona, so I thought I would do it again. So I've already had 2 shows this year. My first show was back in May 20th. It was the Optimum Classic in Shreveport, Louisiana. Wasn't the result that I was looking for. However, it had been since 2019 that I was on a stage. So 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So 4 years, almost 4 years since I had been on a competitive stage. So although to say that I shouldn't have had any expectations, I definitely did. However, having done that show, not placing where I wanted to, I then rolled another 10 days later, I did the Toronto Pro, which resulted in a much better placing. So you could kind of call the Optimum Classic a bit of a warm-up show. So I did come in much tighter. I'm with a new coach this year, Shelby Starnes. So he was learning me, I was learning him, and I think we created a really good package in Toronto. Got my feedback from Tyler Mannion, Vice Pres of the IFBB, and just get some thicker back. So since Toronto, first week of June, July, August, and we're heading into the month of September now, I've hit my back 3 times a week or so, 2.5 to 3 times a week, and I've just been trying to push as much blood into it. You know, I was eating a good amount, but not crazy. I'm kind of in that in-between season, so hoping that that's made a difference in my physique. Putting on size has never been an issue for me. However, dropping body fat is an issue. So always trying to get a leaner, more conditioned physique. To say that I'm feeling good about this next month would be a lie. I'm feeling nervous. The last prep, I took off a bunch of time from work to focus on the preps. This time I'm working, albeit fewer shifts than say a month or so ago. Still makes me nervous because I'm on my feet a lot more, more stressors in my head to think about. So just trying to be real with you guys. I'm not feeling great. I do think my physique has improved. Definitely put on size, but this last month I think I just want to dedicate to, yes, continuing to put on size, but dedicate to conditioning. So cardio, and diet. So here we are on the spin bike after a 7-hour shift at work. I've trained legs. I did my fasted cardio this morning before work. So long days. We're shooting for the stars, but yeah, just trying to be real with you guys. I can only ever bring my truly authentic self to the camera and into the gym and into life. So this is me having doubts like a real human. Anyway, this is sort of after the workout, but I'm gonna do a little talk through on what I did today during my leg workout, and I'll take you through some of my food after the gym. So stay tuned. What's up, hungry homies? So this is my leg day, my 4-week out leg day. I like to start off with my adductors, usually. Just like warming up the groin, warming up the hips, warming up some of my hamstrings. All a very good idea when you're my age and things are snap, crackle, and popping. So just focusing on the squeeze, the hold, slowly releasing, and then gradually working my way up in weight. This weight stack isn't super duper heavy, so I'm not doing anything significant here, maybe 90, 100, 120 pounds kind of thing. But it's just a warm-up, not trying to break any world records here, folks.
Artlist.io.
After that, we headed on over to the squat rack where we're gonna test out just the bar right now. I have my knee wrapped, I have it taped with kinesio tape, still fighting a little bit of pain in my right knee. Unofficially diagnosed as patellar femoral syndrome, or like a runner's knee. So a lot of pain in deep flexion. So coming out of the bottom of a squat is no bueno right now. Good days, bad days, but loading up. My warm-up weight is usually a plate aside. Nothing, again, I'm not trying to break any records right now at 4 weeks out. I'm not a power lifter, so we're just trying to move weight right now. For the most part, I'm testing out my knee, which sucks. And I don't know if you can see in the mirror there, though I'm sure my face is not so happy with the outcome of how it's actually feeling. But just trying to get in the reps here as deep as I can, trying to just focus on pulling down with my hamstrings and pressing through evenly on my feet through all the way up the bar. So bar path, trying to keep it fairly consistent. Throwing on another little bit of weight. For whatever reason, sometimes more weight makes my knee feel less bad. But when I attack the bar that way, whether it be 1 plate, 2 plates, rarely do I hit 3 plates, but whenever I attack any weight on the bar, I definitely attack it with the same attitude and vigor and respect for the weight. So clearly the knee wasn't feeling good, and we decided on box squats. So hence the box in the center of the rack there. I find when I do box squats, it limits my range of motion, so I'm not going as deep. Like I said before, deep flexion or a bend in the knee really bothers it on the way up. So with a box squat, I'm much more parallel. My femurs, as you can see, are more parallel to the ground, so I'm not coming out of so much of a deficit. And that way I can focus on just pushing more outwards with my knee, which is going to attack more of the quad sweep, like the outer quad, which is what I'm always striving for. So that felt pretty good. So we throw on a little bit more weight, and we keep the box squats a coming.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
This is actually a really fun machine. I don't know what you call it, like a power squat, B squat, I'm not quite sure, but it's not really a hack squat. But I really like it because I'm able to reach my hips far enough back, so that again, not such a crazy deep flexion in my knee, but I feel a nice big stretch along my gluteus maximus. So reaching further back with my hips, you can't see from this angle, but my feet are right wide on the platform there, so toes angled slightly out, knees kind of aiming over top of my toes, like the direction of my toes. So I'm forcing my knees out, twisting the floor or the platform as I'm coming down, and pressing through with my glutes mainly. So I can go fairly heavy on these. I think we did 4 plates a side at the end of this this workup set. So what I really like to do is I like to work up as heavy as I can. And then once I've kind of hit my 5 to 8 rep max on any kind of weight, whether it be leg press or squats even, and in this type of squat in particular, I then do like maybe 1 or 2 more sets at that heavy weight, and then I slowly strip down the bar so that we're kind of close to the starting weight. So lots of volume, lots of reps. That's what I attribute my quads to. So yeah, it was fun.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
Coming on to everyone's favorite is leg extensions. This is my 3rd or 4th set here, so I'm, feeling pretty angry at this point. I, for whatever reason, can't handle leg extensions. They just hurt. I get the most intense lactic acid buildup, and the burn is incredible. So I really just don't focus on super duper heavy weight. I really focus on just the squeeze and a slow contraction up and down the machine. So yeah, my face says it all there.
Licensing reimagined.
Last few exercises here, just some cable kickbacks, reaching forward hard with my glutes and then squeezing at the top. Nothing groundbreaking again. I really just like this movement because I can feel a big stretch in my hamstrings and in my glutes. And then I decide that I'm going to superset that with some hanging leg raises for my abdominals. So trying here just to really keep my core tight and never letting my hips drop. So my abs are pretty well contracted the whole time. So it's a little hip flexor, but mostly lower abs, which I love, love, love. Last but not least, we have here our abduction. So pushing our knees out rather than what we warmed up with, which was pushing our knees or bringing our knees together. So I like to try to curl my tailbone underneath me a little bit more and making sure that my knee joints are over top of my hip joints. So you can kind of see that my knees are a little higher out. And then if I extend my legs out a little bit further, I am struggling here. If I extend my legs out a little bit further, I find that there's less, the leverage is a little bit more challenging. So I've got the full weight stack here, plus the little added 10 pounds drop down weights. So I'm just really trying to like pump the crap out of my glutes, get the most out of it, and just really squeeze that sponge because we are 4 weeks out, baby.
Artlist.io.
And just finishing things off with the Stair Monster, or the Stairway to Nowhere, or the Step Mill, or just hell, as I like to call it. I like to finish it off with legs. Usually I'll do like running or sprints, but I like to be able to kind of press down through my heels or press through my toes to try to target either my quads or my hamstrings. And I just recently signed up for Discovery Plus, so much smutty reality TV show to go through. I think I just finished 1,000-Pound Sisters, and I think we're on to Sister Wives. So let me know what your favorite smut television show is.